Poco X3 Pro is the true successor for the ever so famous Poco F1. Hey peeps, what's up? Munchie here, back with another video. And of course, we are going to start off with the ever so famous Star Wars style of intro, wherein the text in yellow goes around the screen backwards. Why? Because we are madder by the minute, and so are you. The Poco X3 Pro, which we just announced, is the true successor of the Poco F1. And let me explain. Poco F1 back in August 2018, the price to performance ratio with the Snapdragon 845, killer, real killer. And by the way, we are going to plug in another F series teaser over here. Why? Because Big Daddy Xiaomi did not allow us to launch the Poco F3 in India, but worldwide we are going to rebrand the Redmi K40 as the Poco F3. But India, wait, we have Poco X3 Pro for you, right? You guys deserve that. Poco F3 is just a myth. So going back to the Poco F1, because we are going to mention that device so many times in this presentation that you are gonna get tired. We are still trying to take advantage of the price to performance ratio, the hype, the name of the Poco F1. Only device which can beat a Poco is a Poco, which includes Poco devices as well. So we are launching the Poco X3 Pro with the brand new Snapdragon 860, which is exclusive to us. Qualcomm had a bunch of 855 plus processors lying around. They blocked custom kernel developers from overclocking the CPU so that Qualcomm themselves can overclock the CPU and then sell it to you as a brand new 8 series device back from 2019 in 2021. And we Poco India, we are gonna brag about it as if we went to the Mars and discovered water and life on Mars. That is what we are going to do. We are going to rely on a banned application, a application which is banned in the Google Play Store called Antutu, and we are gonna say it has such huge benchmark scores that only a Poco can beat a Poco. But wait. Redmi K20 Pro with the Snapdragon 855 did beat the Poco F1 in benchmark scores. We are gonna talk about 7 series processors when they have a completely different architecture and cannot beat a 8 series processor. But we are still gonna mention it. Why? Because we are madder by the minute, and those of you who believe us, you are fooler by the second. And do not forget, the Poco X3 Pro does come with the ever so rare Widevine L1, which has been broken across other Poco devices for ages now, and we don't give a mad about it because who cares about you watching HD content on your device, right? We don't. We just want you to sell new phones. And it has stereo speakers. The camera on the Poco X3 Pro, 48 megapixel fellows, 48 megapixel, the IMX582 sensor, which again is almost 2 years old and maybe a downgrade from the 64 megapixel sensor which we had on the Poco X3. Add to that, the Poco X3, it had a 13 megapixel wide angle camera. The Poco X3 Pro, 8 megapixel fellows, 8 megapixel. That is what Papa allowed us to use, you know. We also somehow managed to get in Gorilla Glass 6, even though Poco F1 had Gorilla Glass, but nobody knew which Gorilla Glass it had because we never told you about the Gorilla Glass on the Poco F1. And of course, our ever so famous poop launcher is present here as well. We have broken animations on other devices for more than 18 months, but hopefully with the Poco X3 Pro, you won't have to worry about broken animations. They're gonna work fine for a few months and then they might break. Who cares? Plus, another important thing which I might forget is that the Poco F1 had 4K 60. The Poco X3 Pro, why do you need 4K 60, people? Why do you need 4K 60? Do you even record content in 4K 60? Do you even edit it? Can you even make out the difference between 4K 30 and 4K 60? No, you are madder by the minute. You don't need 4K 60, you fools. And then we will call it the flagship killer. We are gonna compare it to other flagship killers which launched around the 28K, 29K mark. And no, Anuj is not wanting to answer this, but a lot of people ask about the flagship killers launched over the years for 28K, 29K. Well, no 7 series processor device can be called a flagship killer. Very true. Very, very true. Just that it took us almost 3 years to come out with the true successor, the real, true spiritual successor on paper for the Poco F1, which is the Poco X3 Pro. And guess what? The Poco F1 launched for 21K. We here are gonna get you the Poco X3 Pro with a processor which is almost 2 years old, a camera sensor which is again 2 years old, and yes, we will give you an IPS panel to go with it, 120 Hz refresh rate, 240 Hz touch sampling rate, because gamers, they like phones which are heavier and way more than 200 grams, because we did put in a 5000 milliamp hour battery into the device, but we're gonna charge you less. Why? Because parts have gone cheaper since, and nobody else can call themselves the flagship killer, because Poco is here, no fear, and only a Poco can beat a Poco. I mean, come on, guys. Truth be told, if you launched the device above 21K, nobody would have bought it. You are selling a 2-year-old processor as if you reached the peak of Mount Everest. You are comparing a 8 series processor with 7 series processors in AnTuTu benchmark scores? Seriously? And in those graphs, there is no Poco device. You bring in devices from Samsung, Realme, OnePlus. Why don't you bring in your own Poco X3 for the comparison? That is also running a 7 series, right? And yes, of course, Big Daddy did not allow you to rebrand the K40 as the Poco F3 in India, right? Do you have an answer for that? No, you don't have an answer for that, but you will still plug in a teaser for the F series and then still call the X3 Pro as a successor of the Poco F1, because only a Poco can beat a Poco.